Keep me in your prayers. Believe in yourself even when no one else does. If someone tells you that you cannot do it, prove them you're wrong. Actual meaning, keep me in your prayers. Actual meaning. Since we always say, keep me in your prayers to each other, I thought of sharing a small story about the actual meaning of these 5 words. Keep me in your prayers. 5 words. Just go on and read it. And I'm sure you will start thinking the way I am after reading this story. I am listening this story. A voyaging ship was wrecked during a storm of sea, and only 2 of the men on it were able to swim to a small desert-like island. The 2 survivors, not knowing what else to do, agreed that they had no other recourse but to pray to God. However, to find out whose prayer was more powerful, they agreed to divide the territory between them and stay on opposite sides of the island. The first thing they prayed for was food. The next morning, the first man saw a fruit bearing tree on his side of the land, and he was able to eat its fruit. The other man's parcel of land remained barren. After a week, the first man was lonely and he decided to pray for a wife. The next day, there was a woman who swam to his side of the land. On the other side of the island, there was nothing. Soon, the first man prayed for a house, clothes, and more food. The next day, like magic, all of these were given to him. However, the second man still had nothing. Finally, the first man prayed for a ship so that he and his wife could leave the island. In the morning, he found a ship docked at his side of the island. The first man boarded the ship with his wife and decided to leave the second man on the island. He considered the other man unworthy to receive God's blessing since none of his prayers had been answered. As the ship was about to leave, the first man heard a voice from heaven booming, "Why are you leaving your companion on the island? My blessings are mine alone, since I was one who prayed for them." The first man answered. His prayers were all unanswered, and so he does not deserve anything. "You are mistaken," the voice rebuked him. "He had only one prayer, which I answered. If not for that, you would not have received any of my blessings. Tell me," the first man asked the voice, What did the pray for that I should owe him anything? He prayed that all your prayers be answered. For all we know, our blessings are not the fruits of our prayers alone, but also those of others praying for us. This is too good not to share. My prayer for you today is that all your prayers are answered. Be blessed. What you do for others is more important than what you do for yourself. So guys, keep me in your prayers.